Hello everyone, my discussion will be on coral reefs in Vanuatu. Specifically, I will be focusing on the coral reef of Malapoa Point and Hat Island. Malapoa Point and Hat Island were both located on the island of Ivate in Vanuatu. Malapoa Point is a potentially impacted site. It was chosen as an experimental site due to its easy access from the general public in Port Vila and the nearby settlements. This site is located at the entrance of the Port Vila Harbour, one of the main and busiest commercial posts in Vanuatu, where trading vessels come in and out every week. Hat Island is a chosen site since access by family and landowners to the island is limited. It is far from any rivers and free from any form of pollution such as eutrophication. This site has some beautiful corals, but the impact of the bleaching event early in the beginning was still obvious. A lot of corals, including soft corals, were destroyed due to the bleaching out. Now here is the importance of coral reef. A coral reef can be a rich but delicate environment. It is extremely important to marine biodiversity as well as to the global economy. Coral reefs are comparable to incredible communities such as rainforest woodlands in abundance, complexity and different qualities. It provides habitat, nourishment and breeding grounds for a wide range of marine life, including some important commercial species. Coral reefs contribute to provincial and national economies, nutrition, shoreline security, and more importantly, the self-reliance of individuals, especially coastal communities. Coral reefs are several of the most visited attractions and contribute a lot to tourism. They also contribute to logical research considerations, especially in the field of recovery, to find unused drugs for deadly diseases. Now from there you can see the coral, a picture of the coral bleaching in Malapoa Point. Malapoa Point Reef, there is a great deal of difficult coral or live coral cover at this location. It is clear that the reef is already bearing a lot of weight. The decline was strong and widely watched in the region. The damage to the coral is obvious. Fishing weight is actually strong because it focuses on the angular species. Monster clams and edible sea cucumbers are either absent or in unusually large numbers. Despite their modest proportions, butterfly horns are very small in size. Bushmaker species such as black-thorn sea urchins and vessel coral starfish were recorded in moderate numbers, showing signs of contamination and bushing coral reefs. In the Hat Island, there are some really lovely corals, and it is still apparent that the death event that occurred earlier this year may have caused the coral to die. Puncpates recorded moderately high percentages at this location, which may be a contributing calculation to the coral mortality occurring within its area. This resulted in a moderate rate of dead coral in the range. Horn species were abundant, with a small number of target horn species recorded compared to experimental sites, ranging in size from 15 to 30 cm. No invertebrate bush marks were recorded, meaning there was no eutrophication in the area and the impact of sport fishing was moderate. However, in contrast to reefs expected to be less affected, invertebrates such as clams and sea cucumbers and the collection of monster clams for aquarium exchange. Now, the coral bleaching in Malapoa Point and Hat Island was intense and very widely observed in the area. Coral damage was visible. Fishing pressure was practically intense as targeted fish species, giant clams, lobsters, and edible sea cucumber were absent or occur in very low numbers. Despite a relatively high percentage of butterfly fish, They were of very small sizes. Stretched indicators, species such as blank spring sea, aging, and crown of thorn starfish were recorded in relatively high numbers, which indicate signs of pollution and stress on the reef. Here is the solution of how you can protect the coral reefs in the future. In order to assess the state and condition of the country's coral reefs over the long term, it is critical to include communities and other partners in initiatives in areas of the country. Therefore, it is crucial that the government, through the Fisheries Department, actively support the establishment of monitoring sites across the country. This is often to ensure accurate reporting of the condition and status of coral reefs. Thus, setting legal management directions for the protection and preservation of our reefs. While digging needs to be encouraged and monitoring sites needs to be widely distributed across the country to get a clear picture of the state of coral reefs. This report provides some insight into reefs that may be affected and the lesser impacted one, mainly due to human disturbance. Coral reefs in urban centers are breaking up. Coral bleaching is widespread across the country and is one of the leading causes of its devastating impact on the coral reefs. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you all.